Hello, I'm Tixol from M6/15, number 25. Today I'm going to interview my physics teachers for teacher need co-healthy subjects. Could you introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm Miss Jennifer Carrion. I'm the current physics teacher in Natthinee School, English program.
Okay, let's get started. So the first question is, what are your reason or motivation to choose this job?
The reason why I choose this job is because I graduated physics in my university studies, and so I wanted also to have a job that is related to the degree that I finished.
Okay. What are your reason? What is your nature for work?
Okay, the nature of this work, because I'm a physics teacher, so basically, right now actually I'm just a physics teacher for 2 years or less than 2 years. But as a physics teacher, the nature is of course to teach students the basics of physics, and this is a high school physics only. So yeah, from all the small fields of physics, that is like very broad and general, so not like very specific, so a little bit of everything.
Okay. What is the must-have skill of people who want to do this job?
Yeah, so if you are a physics teacher, you should be good at math at least, and then also in English, because especially in teaching English program, right? So you have to be good in English, math, and then so you'll be able to do physics. If like not anybody can do this, because not everybody can do like math, for example, and even mathematicians, they cannot also do physics, so they have to be like good at analysis also. Yeah, that.
Okay. What is your most impressive moment at work?
Here in Natthinee School, I can't say that there's like something that is very impressive, because I just started being a physics teacher, and there is no activity actually that we did that can you can say that it's very impressive. I did something very impressive. And in terms of teaching, I feel like I was not able to convey much to the students, like the things that I learned in physics.
What material do you teach in this Natthinee school?
Yeah, I normally teach in Matheum 1, 2, and 3, and then when our physics teacher left, so that's the time that I became the physics teacher, so I'm not the first choice.
It's very different between M1 and 2 and 3 for instance?
Yeah, because for M1, 2, 3, these are like super basic things, and then when you go to M6, 4, 5, 6 physics, so of course this is more advanced, but then it's a little bit, there's a big problem when you teach physics actually, because as I've said, you have to be good in math, and then so not only you but also the students. So if for example you are teaching students that are not good in English and math, and then it will be harder for them to understand physics. So, and since most of the students that we have in 4, 5, 6 is not very much screened, so we have some students who are not very good in English, and then so when you explain to them the concept, they will not be able to understand it well. And then some students also are not very good in math, and so even if you teach the physics, the mathematical part of physics, you will also have a hard time like letting them understand. So I think that it's good if this physics will be given to students who are more like attuned to learning physics, meaning there should be a criteria. Like for example, there should be like a ceiling in which students, if they want to take physics, they have to reach a certain level in science, math, and English.
Do you think M1, M2, M3, or M6 is hard or not when you teach? Like
in terms of subject matter, it's not very hard, but then it's probably difficult more in terms of behavior. Yeah, but it's actually different for every batch. There are some batch that are good, but there are also some batch that doesn't listen well, and they are like behaviorally challenged, meaning like they are not good behaviorally.
Okay. What do you think your job tendency will be in the future?
Tendency in the future. So, because I'm from the Philippines, there was a time in which they wanted to cancel introducing physics in high school level because they wanted it to be given only in university level because there are some people, they said that it's too difficult for the students, and then some people would say that this is not very much important in high school, so not all students will benefit from learning physics. And so I'm not sure if what is going to be the trend in the future, but if that happens, I would say that there will still be teachers in physics in the future, but maybe it will be limited to students who will do or pursue engineering subjects or like sciences. But if we have a broader knowledge in science, for example, and then there are too much for students to study already, so I think there's a chance that they will like cut some courses and then just offer this like an elective course or something.
Okay. What is the obstacle while you were learning this job, and how did you step over that obstacle?
Okay, so the main obstacle is that I graduated physics a long time ago, and then I was asked to teach physics again. And then, so as I said, when you teach physics, you have to be very good in math. And so, if you haven't been studying like consistently, or it was not recent, so there will be things that you need to review again. For example, like calculus, I haven't studied it before, like for a long time. So you have to restudy, and then so all the other, and then this physics, the field of science that we study in physics is very broad. Like we have thermodynamics, and then optics and electronics. Like you have to be very good at everything. So it's like you have to review again everything that you learned before, and with such a short time, and then you have to do it like M4, M5, M6. So it means that you have to do a lot of extra time to relearn everything. And then that's only number one. You challenge yourself because you have to relearn math again. You have to learn the basic in physics again for yourself. But then the third one is it's also a challenge for you to be able to teach it from yourself and then to the students. Yeah, because not every students also like physics.
What do you think when you teach Thai teachers in English? What do you think is have many problems, right?
You mean Thai teachers would teach physics in English?
No. Teachers English teach student Thai. Thai student. Like,
you mean like me, for example?
Yes,
I'm an English teacher. I'm a foreign teacher, and then I will teach physics to Thai students, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think there will be a problem. Like, I mean, if you are going to compare like EP students and then learning physics in English program, and then you go outside and then they learn physics in a normal program, so there will be a big difference because they will learning it with words that they understand already, which is your native language, right? So when the teachers try to explain to you the concept, then you would understand better. But even then, like even if there will be physics teachers and then teaching normal students in Thai, most of these students still don't understand and don't like physics, So there's still a disparity or a gap between like the learning process. So, but then I would say it's more difficult for Thai students to learn this in English language. It's easier for Thai probably to learn physics in their native language, but even then, some Thai students learning in native language would still not be able to understand physics well. It would depend on number one, their interest, and then number two is if they have the basic skill for them to be able to understand physics, like the math skill and the analysis skill.
Okay. Can you recommend something to people who want to do this job?
What do you mean recommend?
Right.
Like for example, there are some people who wants to do physics,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And then what can I tell them? to
Yes.
do? Okay.
About this topic.
Okay, so if I'm talking to a person who wants to like be a physics teacher, for example, and then I would tell that student like to assess herself first, like if it's really what she wants or he or she wants. Number two is to check his or her aptitude. Is he or she really good in math? Like to pursue this, because if like that person is not good in analysis and math, and or that person like hates math, for example, or physics, like I think it's a waste of time, right? Or even if you really want to be a physics teacher, and then you have to be ready to like do extra work for you to be able to do it, like especially if you're not good at it. But if you're good already and then you like studying physics, then go ahead because it will be fun.
Okay. 3 words for this job.
3 words for this job: challenging, tiresome, and those challenging, tiresome, and but rewarding.
Okay, good. Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, you're welcome.